welcome everyone to Intensity Broadcasting for tonight's coverage of the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series. Tonight, these 410 non-wing sprint cars will be taking on Williams Grove Speedway for 30 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight. My name is Atlee Atman Weiss, and I'm excited to call every second of tonight's heart-pounding dirt track racing coverage. Now, we took a week break for the iRacing Pennsylvania Posse National Open. We saw many of our Hoosier Open Wheel Series drivers competing in that race, but we are back in business. But 2 weeks ago, we were at Kokomo Speedway, where we saw Trevor Royer grab his first win of the season. He led he led from flag to flag, grabbing his first win. Mason Hannigan ended up finishing second. Third was Noah Bowman. Fourth, Vinny Sansone. And rounding out your top five, that was Bo Brannon. And so heading into this race, we've got a very tight points battle for the lead. Currently leading is Noah Bowman. He's got 2 wins this season at Eldora and Lucas Oil. Second, only 5 points behind, is Vinny Sansone. Third in points is Jay Schaff. He is 34 points back. Fourth is Cody Parmley. He is 69 points back. And rounding out your top 5, that is Glenn Reinhardt. He is 78 points back. And then again, Trevor Royer. He is not in the top 5 in points, but he is a winner this season, getting the win 2 weeks ago at Kokomo. And so obviously Trevor Royer, he is the leader for wins in this series. He has 11 wins, which is 2 more wins than what second place Brendan Rogers has. So definitely Trevor Royer has been the embodiment of success here in the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series. Now currently in practice, we see Noah Bowman is on the top of the board with a 17.80. Second is Wade Fields. Third, Ryan Caldwell. Fourth, Cody Parmley. And fifth on the board, that is Jay Schaff. And all of these drivers, this is an open setup league, so these drivers taking the time to feel out the track and get their setups dialed in before we start qualifying and the heat races. Got to give a big thank you to Indy Esports for being a part of the Hoosier Open Wheel Series team. Make sure you go check out their Facebook page, Indy Race Parts eSports.com, or something on Facebook. They are the official esports team of Indy Race Parts, which is a race parts manufacturer. They have an online store, so make sure you go check them out. Indy Esports. A lot of drivers here in the series are a part of Indy Esports, so you are definitely going to want to visit them. And of course, got to give a big thank you apologies there. There we go. So drivers finishing their practice laps, and we will get set with the race here shortly. And at the end of practice, Noah Bowman going to be on the top of the board. 17.80 is the lap time. All right, time to begin qualifying. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time, and that will determine where they will start in the feature event. On track first, that's Noah Bowman, the driver from Springfield, Illinois. Has had so much success to start this season. 2 wins and a 3rd place finish to start the year. Not too shabby when your worst finish is 3rd. And that's definitely been attributed to good track position. He started up front most races. Last week, where he did have that 3rd, he didn't have the best of track position that he's had for the first 2 races. He started in 5th, so he had to gain 2 spots to get to his third place spot. Wade Fields to the top of the board with an 18.16. There's Cody Terry to second with a 19.11. Noah Bowman goes to second with an 18.32. He's a little less than 2/10 off of Wade Fields. Ryan Caldwell to third with an 18.43. He's a little less than 3/10 off of Wade. So, great lap for driver 71. Ryan Caldwell improves on lap number 2. He will jump to second with an 18.24. That puts him 7/100 off of Wade Fields. Vinny Sansone to third with an 18.26, a 10th off of Wade. And Jay Schaff to the top of the board with an 18.10. Heck of a lap time for driver number 3. That puts him 5/100 ahead of Wade Fields and knocks Ryan Caldwell down to third. As I say that, Vinny Sansone jumps up to third with an 18.19, 8/100 off of your current provisional pole sitter, Jay Schaff. But we have 2 more drivers that need to turn lap times. That's Cody Parmley and Trevor Royer. Looks like Trevor Royer was on track at one point. May have had an incident of some sorts. Talk a little bit about the track that we are racing at tonight, Williams Grove Speedway. Harkening back to a classic era in American racing, Williams Grove Speedway features history like no other dirt track on the circuit. The long straights and tight turns challenge the dirt drivers to a whole new level. Located just south of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, this track has since become woven into the DNA of American racing as we know it today. It's a half mile. 12 degrees banking in the turns, 3 degrees banking on the straightaways. To describe it to an asphalt racing fan, it's pretty much the Martinsville of dirt track racing. Again, tight corners, long straights, like a paperclip. So here we go. We are gridding for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole with a 19.106. That's the 54 of Cody Terry on his outside. That's Noah Bowman, the Indy Race Parts eSports driver on the 24. Third is the 80 of Vinny Sansone. Fourth is Rip the Lip eSports' Jay Schaff in the 3. And rounding at your top 5, it's the 6 of Cody Parmley. So Cody Terry with some solid track position. Starting this race in the first place spot. But Noah Bowman, Vinny Sansone right behind him. 2 driver, and Jay Schaff. Wow. 4 of the 5 drivers here in this heat race are top 5 in points. Only driver that isn't is Cody Terry. So the cream is in heat race number 1. Only driver missing is Glenn Reinhardt. So if you're looking for which heat race is going to be ultra competitive, it's certainly going to be this one. Everybody going to try to get by Cody Terry as soon as possible. We'll see if driver 54 can hold his own. Pace truck should be pulling in this time by. There's Cody Parmley going all the way up to the top of the racetrack. He can choose to go up. He can choose to go down. It's the beauty of being the only car on your row. But Pace Truck making that left turn onto pit road. Let tonight's festivities begin. Green flag is out, and Cody Terry leads this 5-car pack into turns 1 and 2. There's Noah Bowman to the outside. He's got the nose over the 54 as they take it off of turn number 2. We see Bowman able to get clear. Cody Terry to second, but there's Vinny Sansone. They touch through 3 and 4. Cody Terry keeps that spot off of turn number 4. There goes Jay Schaff on the outside. He will swap his way into second, and now Cody Terry is in third, but he's got Vinny Sansone right behind him. That 80 car looks to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got the nose as they head off the corner, and he will take the spot. Vinny Sansone up into the top 3, and Cody Parmley able to get by Cody. So now Cody, floodgates open, and through those first laps went from 1st to 5th in a very short amount of time. Jay Schaff currently just ran the fastest lap time of the race with an 18.42. He is rolling right now, but will it be enough to catch and get by this 24 of Noah Bowman? Going to find out here shortly as he looks to the bottom of the racetrack. Getting closer. Just trying to set something up, obviously, here in this heat race. You don't want to be too aggressive, but there are some points on the line in the heat races, just as there was in the qualifier earlier. And starting position, better you finish in the heat race, the better you will start on the grid. And track position, very important here on the dirt. But with 3 to go, Noah Bowman, pretty comfortable lead over Jay Schaff. Vinny Sansone is in third. He's getting faster every single lap. But I don't know if it will be enough for him to catch your top 2. 2 to go for Noah Bowman. Just has to be clean and green. Through 3 and 4, getting ready to take the white flag. Got a second lead over Jay Schaff. There we go. Through 1 and 2, working the wheel, finessing that 24 around the racetrack. He just ran the fastest lap time of the race. Previous lap with an 18.25. He just keeps getting faster. That's enough to get him the heat race win. Noah Bowman gets it done. Jay Schaff crosses the line in second. Vinny Sansone third. Cody Parmley in fourth. And rounding out your top 5 is Cody Terry. All right, here's your next heat race. Take a look at the starting lineup. On the pole, it's the 32 of Tom Ostendorf. Second is Black Diamond Motorsports' Mason Hannigan in the 22. Third is the 024 of Ryan Caldwell. Fourth, it's Wade Fields in the 71, driver for Indy Race Parts eSports. And rounding out your top 5, it's last week's winner, Trevor Royer, in the 90. Trevor Royer, last week's winner, going to be riding shotgun. And looks like Tom Ostendorf, maybe with some approval from the admin, says, hey, kind of feel more comfortable starting this one from the rear. So he will head to the back of the pack, and that will put, I believe, Ryan Caldwell on the pole with Mason Hannigan on his outside. And that will move Trevor Royer up to third. So he was going to be shotgun on the field. But now he will have a little bit better shot at getting to the lead. He is the only previous winner here at Williams Grove in the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. He did very well in the Pennsylvania Posse National Open that was also here at Williams Grove last week. So if I would have to guess if there's going to be a one to beat, it's definitely going to be Trevor Royer. But this will be a good preview of what his night will look like here in the heat race. How quickly he can get up to the front. So here we go. Pace truck is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air, and it's Ryan Caldwell bringing this field into 1 and 2. Mason Hannigan is in second, trying to catch that 24. There's Trevor Royer close in third, trying to get clear of Wade Fields, and he's able to knock in that 71 to fourth. So now Hannigan looking to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get by Caldwell. Goes low. Caldwell still with the momentum on the high side, ripping that cushion. But Mason Hannigan trying to see what he can do, waiting for that 24 to make a mistake or try to see where he's given up some time. Caldwell just ran the fastest lap time of the race so far with an 18.36. Hannigan ran his personal best, but you got to be careful when you're chasing somebody to not overdrive it. Got to kind of be patiently aggressive. He'll have 5 more laps to do so. He goes to the bottom. Caldwell still with the nose on the top, but Hannigan, big run down the backstretch. He will send it into 3 and 4, slides up in front of the 24, and he will take this race lead with 4 laps to go. But Ryan Caldwell keeping it close behind, not letting that 22 get too far ahead. But we see Hannigan starting to extend that gap once he gets to the race lead. That 22 is quick. Caldwell trying to make a comeback. Almost got into the back bumper of the 22. He's going to try to pull a slider here. But Hannigan keeping him at bay, running a good defensive line. It'll be 2 laps to go now for Ryan Caldwell to try to take this lead back. I don't know if he's going to be able to do so. Caldwell into 3 and 4. Final lap. Still in striking distance of this 22, but he's going to need to have a big run off of 2. Down the backstretch. Here he goes. One last shot into 3 and 4. There's Wade Fields joining the party as well. Top 3 very close, but Mason Hannigan going to get it done. Ryan Caldwell second. Fields brings it home in 3rd. Trevor Royer will finish in 4th. And Tom Ostendorf will bring it home in 5th. So now we are going to have another 10-minute warm-up just to give these drivers one last opportunity to get their setup dialed in before we start our feature event. Now let's talk a little bit about the cars that we are in tonight. More power, more speed. The USAC 410 is the ultimate non-winged dirt car. If you don't drive the car right, it won't care how you drive it at all. So you got to drive the car like you stole it and make sure you wear a smile on your face. With a stock block pushrod V8 engine and over 800 horsepower, these cars that weigh more than 1,500 pounds shoot off like a rocket thanks to its 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 2.2 seconds. Even though it has a big 30-gallon fuel tank for its fuel capacity, these 410 non-wing sprints can really put on a fantastic show for the drivers and fans that love to see action at a high-speed pace like never seen before. To many people that drive these monsters, they are hard to tame and is equally as hard to control. And when I was getting ready to broadcast this series, beginning of the season, talked with Wade Fields, owner of the Hoosier 410 series, and he said, there are not many drivers that know how to drive these non-wing 410 sprint cars on the iRacing platform. Those who do are in this series. So, one of the hardest cars to drive on iRacing with the only drivers who know how to drive the car. This is pretty much the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. And boy, do these guys put on a show. Currently in warm-up, Jay Schaff on the top of the board with an 18.78. 2/10 behind him is Trevor Royer. Then it's Noah Bowman, Wade Fields, and Ryan Caldwell. We see Cody Parmley jumping up to second with an 18.83 400ths off of Jay Schaff. Third now, Trevor Royer. I want to thank those of you who have tuned in to watch the broadcast on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us on all of those platforms or whatever your preferred platform is. Check out our Twitter page, Intensity Broad 1. And make sure to visit our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. And make sure to message Intensity Apparel if you are in need of any screen printing or printing for shirts, hats, sweatshirts, anything you want for your race team, for your business, for your event. We've done everything from racing t-shirts to aprons for a local restaurant. We'd be happy to get your merchandise done for you, so give us a message at Intensity Apparel and Broadcasting on Facebook, or there's a way that you can contact us on our website, intensitybroadcasting.com. While we were talking about that, Cody Parmley went to the top of the board with an 18.71, putting him 7 hundredths ahead of Jay Schaff. Ryan Caldwell is third on the board. Oh, Wade Fields in the outside wall. Ryan Caldwell gets collected. There's Noah Bowman. Driver 24 trying to get the hat trick on the season. Win number 3. What an accomplishment that would be for Noah Bowman. Already looking like the championship favorite. A third win would definitely solidify that claim. Williams Grove, tricky track. Even for the best of drivers, it can be a pain to try to figure out. But if you're good at Williams Grove, you are good and hard to beat. Man, just watching those corners are tight. Takes a lot of finesse to get through them. And you were carrying so much speed from those long straightaways. Looking at, these guys are hitting top speeds of 150 miles per hour. Like, that is insane. On a half-mile dirt track, even without the wings. Come on. In real life, I would definitely have to feel like you're flying. Continue to test and tune. Drivers finding what they like, what they don't like with their setup, maybe applying what they learned from qualifying and their heat race. Maybe car didn't handle, trying to handle well passing other cars. Doesn't handle well by itself. Just doesn't handle good at all. Whatever it is, drivers just trying to see what they can do to help fix that before we start our feature event. Trevor Royer, there you see him running in third. On the board, 18.87. Trying to get win number 2 on the season to tie Noah Bowman for most wins on the year. Could see a first-time winner like guy pictured, Vinny Sansone. He's done well this year. Coming off a top 5 last week at Kokomo. Just has not been able to get the monkey off his back yet for this season. Season 6, obviously he is a Season 5 champion. Just trying to get 2 championships. Noah Bowman has something to say about that. He wants a championship of his own. Don't count out Jay Schaff. He's 34 points back from the lead, but still a lot of season left. Some good finishes. He could be right up there. Pretty big gap, though, to fourth. 69 points between Bowman and Cody Parmley. The season will go through ebbs and flows. Drivers may go through slumps. We got a big one coming up next week. Something to mark your calendars for. It's going to be our first money race of the season, the Justin Owen Memorial. That'll be a 40-lap race at Lernerville. Be there or be square. A lot on the line. Crown Jewel race. You are not going to want to miss that. Justin Owen Memorial, Lernerville, next Thursday. It's going to be a blast to watch for sure. Continue to get this track ran in. Maybe drivers seeing what their car's doing as a run goes on a long run. Because this lap is 30, this race is 30 laps, so you know, you can't be aggressive the whole time. You got to be a little bit conservative. Just make sure to save your stuff till the end. Obviously not as much as asphalt racing where tires degrade quickly because of the pavement, but still, mostly you got to save your cars. You know, you don't want to get into a wreck early on, and that ruins your whole race. Got to kind of save that maximum aggressiveness for first 5 laps to get track position, and last 5 laps to either hold on to that track position or see if you can gain anything else. That's what I always like to say. You know, the first 5 laps of the race are the craziest, and the last 5 laps are the craziest. I have a feeling that'll be the case tonight. It'll be 30 laps continuously if we don't have any cautions, but we have had some cautions this season. We had 3 cautions last week at Kokomo. Caution laps do not count, so it does not affect whether we get a full race in or not, or more laps than we were scheduled to. So there we go. The warm-up is over. It's time to go. 30-lap feature getting set to go. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a Heat Race 1 win, 2 feature wins this season. It's the 24 Indy Race Parts eSports driver of Noah Bowman. On his outside, Heat Race 2 winner, it's Black Diamond Motorsports' Mason Hannigan in the 22. In third, it's car number 3, Rip the Lip eSports' Jay Schaff. Fourth is Ryan Caldwell in the 24. Rounding out your top 5, it's the 80 of Vinny Sansone. 6th is the Indy Race Parts eSports driver of Wade Fields in the 71. 7th is the 6 of Cody Parmley. 8th is last week's winner, Trevor Royer, in the 90. 9th is the 54 of Cody Terry. And rounding out your top 10, it's Tom Ostendorf in the 32. So the field is set based off the heat races. So Heat Race 1 makes up the bottom lane. Heat Race 2 makes up the top lane. And it's pretty much equal, because we had 5 drivers in each heat race. So Noah Bowman on the pole, looking for win number 3. Mason Hannigan, on the other hand, is searching for his first win of the season. He had a runner-up last week at Kokomo. Just needs 1 spot more. And that would be Mason Hannigan's first Hoosier Open Wheel Series win, or Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series win of his career. Has not broken into victory lane in these non-wing 410 sprint cars so far in his career. So that would be a cool thing to see. Same thing with Jay Shaft there in third. He has not been a winner in the 410 series. So I'd love to see him break into victory lane. Currently top 3 in points. Has had some good, clean, consistent races. Maybe tonight's the night for car number 3. Excuse me, for car number 57. 3 on the ticker, 57 on the track. Pace truck is in. And green flag is out. Your 30-lap feature is underway here at Williams Grove, and Noah Bowman quickly tries to get clear of Noah Bowman or Mason Hannigan for this race lead. He is able to do so, but there goes Mason Hannigan on the high side, trying to see what he can do. He's got the momentum up there. He's able to get clear of Noah Bowman. Now Noah Bowman under attack from Jay Shaft. He's 3 wide. Here comes Ryan Caldwell on the top. Big run right up against the cushion. That 24 is able to solidly get into second place. Noah Bowman trying to hang on to third, but he falls way back as there goes Jay Shaft trying to take the spot. Wade Fields there as well. Noah Bowman sends it all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make some spots back, but we see Jay Shaft able to get clear for second. He's trying to track down Ryan Caldwell for that second place spot. Looks low on the backstretch. They make contact. Both of them squirrely. Oh, car in the air, flipping side. Oh my gosh. That was Wade Fields, hard hit. Thought he was going to flip. Did not end up getting on his roof. But that will bring us under our first caution of the race. Ouch. There's Wade Fields. Has got the 90 of Trevor Royer behind him. And you see up in front, Shaft, Caldwell make contact. Both get squirrely. And Caldwell just slows up right in front of Fields. Fields right front, hits it, gets lifted up, gets some airtime, hard into the inside wall. See Cody Parmley gets involved. Ouch. All I can say there. So now Mason Hannigan is in the lead. Second, Ryan Caldwell. Third, Noah Bowman. Fourth, Vinny Sansone. Rounding at your top 5, it's Cody Parmley. Getting ready to go back green here. Trevor Royer, Wade Fields, both of them on pit road. Their days are done. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. There's Mason Hannigan off of 4, bringing this field into 1 and 2. We see Ryan Caldwell tucks in line into second, but he makes a mistake there through 1 and 2, slipping up a little bit. Noah Bowman says thank you very much. He will swoop in and take that second place spot. Also taking advantage of the mistake was Vinny Sansone. He will get up into that third place position. And we see Cody Parmley and Ryan Caldwell going at it there for position number 4. Mason Hannigan just ran the fastest lap time of the race so far with a 19.37. That 22 car is quick, but can it last for these next 25 laps? That is the question. Noah Bowman says, let's find out. Currently in second. Oh, as I say that, we are under another caution as we hit 25 laps to go. And that's Cody Parmley. Here's car number 16 off of turn number 2. He's got Caldwell trying to make the pass on him, looking low. And as he swings into 3 and 4, we see the right side tire hits the outside wall. That gets him all out of sorts. We see that back bumper bar hits the outside wall. He clips it again, and that gets the car flipped, sliding along the outside wall. We see Jay Shaft barely misses hitting him. Continues to somersault do-si-do. Finally coming to a rest there at the top of 3 and 4 there. So 2 big wrecks Ryan Caldwell, Cody Parmley on pit road. They're dropping like flies here in this race. Only 6 more cars left after all of the accidents we've seen. Like I said earlier before we start, it's really important to save your car so you can be there for the win for the rest of this race. Fortunately, 4 cars already cannot say that they are going to have a shot at this win. Oh, Cody Parmley, Trevor Royer, Ryan Caldwell off of pit road. Royer, okay, so Parmley and Caldwell, because caution laps do not count, they do stay on the lead lap, so they do still have a shot. But we'll see if how quickly they can work their way up to the field. Trevor Royer is pretty much eliminated from contention. He is 2 laps down, just trying to turn some laps now. Wade Field still on pit road. But green flag is back out. 25 more laps to see if Mason Hannigan can get it done for the first time this season, but he'll have Noah Bowman, Vinny Sansone trying to put a stop to that. Sansone, though, he's got Jay Schaff looking to his outside as they head into 3 and 4. Sansone still with the nose on the bottom of the racetrack. He will slide up clear of the 57. Jay Schaff continuing to try to see what he can do. Up there to the top, once again, ripping that cushion. Sansone hanging out on the bottom. But the 80 will still stay clear. Elsewhere, Ryan Caldwell trying to get by Tom Ostendorf for this 5th place position. Caldwell all over that back bumper bar, being patient. Heads down to the bottom of the racetrack as Ostendorf goes way up the track. I don't know if there was maybe a little bit of contact involved there. But Caldwell now up into the top 5. Vinny Sansone, Jay Schaff continuing to duke it out for this 3rd place position. And Schaff able to get by on the outside. There goes Trevor Royer around Vinny Sansone. But this is not for position as Trevor Royer is 2 laps down. Uh-oh. Mason Hannigan under attack for this race lead. That's Noah Bowman trying to see what he can do if he can catch this 22. 19.56 is the time for that 24 last time by. That was little less than about 500ths off of Hannigan's time. Let's see what it was there. They ran practically identical lap times. Oh my gosh, Mason Hannigan into the outside wall. That is the mistake that Noah Bowman was looking for. He's got all the momentum into 3 and 4. Slide job up into the 1st place position, but Hannigan goes back to the bottom of the racetrack. And he will try to slide up into the race lead, but Noah Bowman down to the bottom. And again, with the nose on that outside lane, we see Bowman tucking in line. Wow, tough fight here for this race lead. Hannigan now able to get clear of Bowman. And he gets back to his normal racing groove. Touch and go for a second for that 22, getting into the outside wall. That cost him a ton of momentum. And so the 24 had his shot at the lead. Noah Bowman going to have to regroup and try to see what else he can do to get up front, just searching the racetrack for any grip that he will need to try to snag this 1st place spot. Well, we got this little break in the action. Let's do a flyby through the field. Mason Hannigan is your race leader. Running in 2nd, that is Noah Bowman. 3rd is Jay Schaff. 4th place is Vinny Sansone. Rounding out your top 5, that is Ryan Caldwell. 6th is Cody Terry. He's the last car on the lead lap. 7th, and rounding out the field, that is Trevor Royer. He is 2 laps down. And then we see Cody Parmley, Tom Ostendorf, and Wade Fields. They are all on pit road. Rough races for all of them. 15 laps to go for Mason Hannigan as he continues to try to grab his 1st win of the season and his 1st ever 410 series win. That would definitely be special for driver 22 from Pittsboro, Indiana. This This is a hard series to grab wins in. So if you can, you know you're doing something right. And he's gapped the field. He's got a 1.6-second lead over Noah Bowman right now. Hannigan has just been lights out all race, except for that little slip up, getting to the outside wall in 1 and 2. Noah Bowman able to take advantage of that. Slid up into the race lead for a split second, and then Hannigan got back by him. He's 0.4 faster than Noah Bowman right now. I don't know if there's much else Bowman can do. He's now 2 seconds behind Mason Hannigan right now. Schaff right now in 3rd. And Mason Hannigan off of 4, gonna take 10 laps to go as he crosses the start-finish line. 40 more turns. Not home free yet, but it's looking good for driver 22. Noah Bowman at this point just hoping for some sort of mistake from that 22 car. There's Trevor Royer. Despite being 2 laps down, has worked his way all the way up to 2nd. Unfortunately, he just can't do anything with this track position. Even if a caution flag comes out, he'll just go right to the back once again and have to do it all over. Woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of day for Trevor Royer, because if things had worked out in his favor... Oh, both of them hard into the outside wall. That might have been the announcer's curse there. 3rd caution of the race is out with 8 laps to go. Let's see what happened. Trevor Royer chasing Noah Bowman. We see Noah taps the outside wall a little bit, heading off of 4. Royer running a very low line, trying to find any sort of grip. So Royer looks like just hopping the cushion there for Bowman. Royer does the same. Bowman into the outside wall. Royer into the outside wall. His hit gets him sideways lifted up all the way onto the wall. It's been a nightmare night for Trevor Royer. After coming off a race win last week at Kokomo, it's been the complete opposite tonight here at Williams Grove. So Mason Hannigan in the race lead. He's got Noah Bowman, Jay Schaff behind him. Field bunch back up. Green flag is in the air, and Mason Hannigan going to try to close this race out, continuing to chase his first win of the season. Noah Bowman right back behind the 22, waiting for him to make a mistake. Jay Schaff, Vinny Sansone battling it out for 3rd. We see Schaff with the nose on the outside, but there's Sansone sending it down into 3 and 4 on the bottom of the racetrack. He's got a big run off of 4, but Schaff able to clear him up off. And Sansone now under attack from Ryan Caldwell. There's Caldwell going to the outside. Sansone still trying to fight by Jay Schaff. Heads down to the bottom of the racetrack. He will get the nose off of 4. But does he have the drive off? No, he does not. And Jay Schaff will snatch that 3rd place spot back. 5 laps to go. Time is running out for Vinny Sansone to try to get this 3rd place spot. Heads down to the bottom once again, trying to see what he can do. That move worked. Can he slide up into the lead? Not able to do so. Jay Schaff continuing to beat him off the corner. 4 laps to go. Sansone, that time he had a good enough drive off to get clear, and he will slide up in front of Jay Schaff for this 3rd place spot. Mason Hannigan currently 1.5 second lead over Noah Bowman. There's not much that Bowman can do here. He's got to be lights out. Got to just try to send it. 2 laps to go. Mason Hannigan started this race in the second place spot. Was able to quickly get around Noah Bowman on that outside lane. And he has led the rest of the way. One last shot for Noah Bowman. White flag is in the air. Time is running out for driver 24. What can he do? Tries to build up a good run through 1 and 2. Carries it down the backstretch. And I don't think Bowman can get close enough to try to snag the win. And Mason Hannigan heads off of turn number 4. He gets it done for the first time in his Hoosier 410 Series career. He's a winner at Williams Grove. Noah Bowman brings it home in second. Vinny Sansone third. Jay Schaff fourth. Ryan Caldwell will bring it home in fifth. And what was a wild race, many drivers getting into accidents, having issues. Certainly a one to remember. And especially for Mason Hannigan. We will be just doing a victory interview due to time constraints, but I definitely want to talk to Mason Hannigan about that race win if he can join the Discord. And there we go. We will just do the victory interview here tonight. Let's pull in Mason Hannigan. Mason, this is Atlan, the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, you're able to get it done tonight here at Williams Grove. Heck of a race. Did really well in the heat race. And after that, it was just trying to hang on there through the race. Had to hold off Noah Bowman for a couple of laps. But after that, you just kind of ran away with it. Ended up finishing with a pretty sizable lead. But I looked at the stat sheet. You know, this is your first career Hoosier 410 Series win. So what do you think made tonight the night?
I've thrown several away, so I feel like I should have probably 5, I'd say, at this rate. But I don't know. I just like to throw races away, so it's okay. No, I about threw this one away too to add to the list. So, you know, finally I was able to make 30 clean laps, so that was a positive to look at for tonight. Yeah, our car was pretty dialed. It felt like a one-feather dart from about the time I entered the room to about the heat race to about the feature. Then the feature, I think it got progressively worse. Then I felt like I don't even know if it's like half a feather dart maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I felt out of control, and I think my right rear grew about 5 inches and my left rear grew about 10 because I was making the thing scream down the straightaway. So yeah, it was a solid race.
Yeah, no, it definitely looked fun out there, having to wheel it around this place. But, I mean, for your win, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I can't thank Trevor and all the boys at Black Diamond. Finally was able to keep all fours on the ground for this run and pick up a W. So, yeah, I can't thank Wade, too, and you for broadcasting it. So, hopefully we can come back and win some other time.
Yeah, we'll definitely hope to talk to you again here in Victory Lane. But congrats, Mason, on the win. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, you too.
Well, that will do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, can't do other interviews due to time constraints. We do have another broadcast coming up in just a second, but got to give a big thank you to all of the admins here at the Hoosier 410 Series, and especially to league owner Wade Fields for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this series. Got to give a big thank you to Indy Esports for sponsoring the series. Make sure to check out their Facebook page, Indy Race Parts Esports. Link is in the description. And, of course, got to give a big thank you to you, the viewer, for tuning in to watch tonight. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So that would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 1,000 followers on Twitch. And, of course, check out our Twitter page, Intensity Broad 1. Always dropping polls, interacting with our viewers on there. And check out our Twitter page. Or, excuse me, and check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. There we have a lot of cool merchandise, and you can also contact us for any of your screen printing needs. Again, next week we will be back here with the Hoosier 410 series for a special money race, the Justin Owen Memorial. That will be a long one, 40 laps at Lernerville. So turn on your notification bell so you do not miss that. It'll be live right here on Intensity Broadcasting. I'm Matt Leatman Weaston on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over